If you're dealing with back pain, it can really impact your daily life. Well, today I'm going to show you my top 4 exercises that you can do with a foam roller, and I'll also tell you about my favorite type of foam roller that feels a little softer, a little more cushiony. But foam rollers are great for warming up to a routine or exercise, or even cooling down. And you can do a lot of things to help ease back pain with a more natural approach. So using a foam roller, a lot of people ask me questions about this. I want to go over it today. My name is Dr. Dawn Andalone. I'm a women's health physical therapist, and I've helped so many women who are struggling with back pain and using alternatives like Pilates-based exercise, yoga therapy, and learning what to do for your body that's right, and some of the tools that can help guide you in the right direction. Well, a foam roller is one of those tools. Simple to use at home, not too expensive, and you can just get down on the floor and follow these as a daily routine to help ease your back pain a more natural way. So like I mentioned, I do have a favorite when it comes to foam rollers. It's actually a softer, more cushiony blue foam roller. It's still firm and supportive, but a foam roller, you can get a half one or you can get a full-size one like this. I recommend for the exercise I show you today, a softer one that is blue in color, and it's also on Amazon. I attached the link below. It is not this foam roller. This is an extra that I just had at home. I'm going to demonstrate the exercises, but I keep my favorite ones at my Pilates studio. And I would love for you to have those as well, because it can be a little more comforting on your spine, especially if you're having any aches in your back. It is a highly recommended one, and also one that my clients have really enjoyed using as well. But for the purpose of these exercises, yes, you want to get a full foam roller, not use a half one, but there are half ones available. It's just the full ones I find you can be a little more elevated off the floor where you're using it, and there's more versatility in what you can do with a full foam roller. Now, there's a lot of benefits to doing exercises using a foam roller. First one is helping loosen up knots, like tight areas in your body, anything that has soft tissue restriction, and just feeling like it's down regulating your nervous system and creating some relaxation among the tissue. It can also reduce inflammation, help circulation through your tissue. It's going to promote better mobility, so you can actually perform exercises even better too, which is a bonus. It can help you break up scar tissue and also help you decrease muscle soreness and tension, especially if you're in a recovery phase after doing something strenuous like a harder workout. Then it can be beneficial for releasing some muscle tension after those hard workouts. It can shorten recovery time, even help your spinal alignment, because there are things you can do lying across this foam roller down your spine. So help promoting that spinal alignment, which is also what I practice and preach in Pilates-based exercise. And also work on strengthening your core when you're doing some exercises. One of them I will show you in this video. So there's a lot of benefits to using a foam roller, and I'm going to talk you through my top 4 when it comes to easing any unwanted back pain, whether that's upper back or lower back. These exercises can be very helpful, and keeping it in a daily routine where it shouldn't take you more than 5 to 10 minutes. But you're going through a little routine to help, what I mentioned before, down-regulate your nervous system, help circulation, blood flow, and all those other benefits that I did mention. So the first one is releasing upper back tension. What you're gonna do is take this foam roller, and we are actually having it perpendicular to your spine, but you are going to cross your arms over your chest, or you can take your hands behind your head. I find this is a little bit easier to control, and you're also going to use your feet on the floor to roll back and forth. Now, it's important to know you're not going to go all the way lower than your bra strap level. You're going to stay between that lower part of your neck, like between your shoulder blades, really down to where your bra strap is. So not a huge area, but that upper thoracic, middle thoracic area tends to get really stuck, tight, stiff. And this also plays into neck pain and lower back pain. So we are decreasing that tension between the shoulder blades, rolling back and forth. On a softer foam roller, it is going to feel a little more cushiony. On a harder foam roller, you might get some cracks or pops. It might actually feel better to be on a harder foam roller for this exercise, but either one is sufficient and can do the job. You're rolling out that area between the upper thoracic area, lower cervical, down to the lower thoracic area around your bra strap. So you want to do that for about 30 seconds to a minute. That's an upper back release and helps release that area so you actually can sit up a little bit taller, helps your posture, and it moves into the next foam roller exercise that I'm going to show you. So the next one, we have it the other way. We're gonna be having it parallel and long ways with your spine. So you can see that my hips, my tailbone is actually on the foam roller and my head is on the foam roller. From here, I'm gonna do a pec stretch. So I just let my arms with my palms up rest on the floor. I'm using gravity to get some stretching through the front of my shoulders and through my chest. Now, you don't want to stretch all the way up here over your shoulder level. Stay 90 degrees or below, and so you can actually rest your arms along the floor. And you're just going to work on some deep breathing here. Your hips and your back should be fairly relaxed. This feels great on a softer foam roller, but it's allowing gravity to just stretch the pec minor muscle, which is that deeper chest muscle, which also impacts having any shoulder pain or neck pain or upper back pain too. So we're stretching out the front of our chest. This is also very helpful for people that spend a lot of time in the car driving or sitting at a desk. You want to reverse that posture, and this is a great one to do at the end of your day. Okay, the third one I'm going to show you is a glute hamstring release. These muscles on the back part from your hips, your booty, all the way down to the back of your legs, you want to keep them loose, whether you're stretching them, foam rolling them. This is also going to play into why people have a lot of tension in their lower back or stiffness in their lower back. So how we're going to do that, so I'm actually going to start sitting on the foam roller, and I have one knee bent and one knee straight. And from the glute area, I'm just gonna roll back and forth on the hip area. And you can do that on either side for about 30 seconds or so. And then you can actually slide off of it. So you're sliding backward off of it. And then we're gonna get more of the hamstring. So the hamstring is the back of the thigh that goes from your buttock area down to the back of the knee. And we're rolling the hamstring. And then the other one, you can put pressure through it and roll that side about 30 seconds on that side as well. Feels kind of good. And you'll also release some of the areas where you feel some tension or tightness. I know on me, the right one felt a little more tender. And so normal tissue should not be tender. So this is a good thing to do to help break up anything and loosen up that area, bring more blood flow and circulation to that area. So rolling out the glutes, rolling out the hamstrings is also very helpful for the lower back. Next one is long ways. I have it again. And we're gonna get into my favorite kind of core exercise. So we will do this sometimes in our Pilates mat series, is using a foam roller. This one actually feels really good with the softer foam roller. This one's a little bit hard along the spine, but your head is supported and also your tailbone too. Your knees are bent and your legs aren't clenching or tightening too much. You want to kind of relax your legs. So we are going to engage through our abdominals. Think of a little lift or a little pulling up from the pelvic floor muscles and the lower belly. So we get those lower, deeper abdominals to engage from the bottom up. You're not tensing up here by your ribs, but more down here from your pelvis. And you can support yourself on the floor so that way you don't get a lot of wiggling. The goal is not to let the foam roller wiggle too much. So from here, we are going to take an inhale. I bring one leg up and then I exhale, lower it down while I engage and contract those muscles. Inhale, bring the other one up. Exhale, lower it down. So we're starting with a little marching exercise. And the goal is to keep the foam roller really stable. You might notice that you're wiggling all over the place. Well, these muscles have to do their job in your trunk to stay stable while you're moving the legs. So you can start with some slow lifts, one knee and the other, about 10 times. Then if you want to progress that and make it a little more challenging, you have both knees up. We call this tabletop position or 90-90. From there, you're going to notice that that's going to be a challenge to stay up there. I keep my hands lightly on the floor for support. Then I use my exhale as I drop and I tap one leg down at a time. That's a reverse march. Slowly controlled while you're engaging your abdominal muscles. And can you do that? Can you do a set of 10 each side? That's going to be a lot more challenging. Great core work by using this foam roller. So a foam roller can really make a lot of difference how your back feels if you're doing these things every day. I also have a lot more helpful videos when it comes to Pilates and back pain and other quick routines that you can do on your own to help any of those unwanted symptoms, those achy or stiff joints or muscles through your back. Now, I hope that you carry this on and do this routine and even order that favorite blue foam roller that I love because it's a little more squishy, feels better on your back, especially if you're having back pain. So check out that link below. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I love recording these videos for you and offering new tips and guidance every week. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you again in another video.